What's up, guys? My name is SnyperSama, but you can call me Sniper. Welcome back to the channel. In today's video, we are going over what I actually think might be the greatest Gunlance build so far. And the reason for it is one reason and one reason only. Gunlance itself shines with high raw attack damage. And the reason for that is because every one of your shelling attacks can't crit. It doesn't have the capability, which means the higher the damage you can get, the higher the attack you can get, is based on that. I said that really, really weird. Hold on. The higher the damage you want means the higher the attack you have to have. Okay? That's a little better. It's still a little weird, but better. I'm not perfect. I'm sorry. We naturally, with G Lawful Boars, because it's the best Gunlance, are at 240. With the attack boost and food buff that I've got, I'm naturally at 258. So let's go ahead and get into the armor and why I think this is actually kind of crazy. And it's not meta defining, but it's kind of insane the capability it's got. And I'm going to show you what I mean. Okay. So we have G Lawful Boars. We don't care about the hunting horn. It's there, but you don't need it. We have the Nu Udra helmet and the Nu Udra arms, both from the new Arch-Tempered variant. Shout out, my man made this super, super easy. Really easy fight. I liked it a lot. Omega in the chest, Omega in the waist. This is from the Tempered Omega fight. Okay. And then you have the Quick Sheath, thanks to the Uth Duna Greaves, also Arch-Tempered. Lastly, we have a Gold Nade Charm with attack 3. Truth be told, you don't need this charm. You can get away with having a charm that rocks max artillery, that rocks max load shells, or I guess one level of guard. Ideally, though, you want to get attack boost in this one. The reason you want attack boost is because your attack matters on Gunlance. Every other weapon, you want to pay attention mostly to the affinity stats because you're hitting more crits. On Gunlance, all of your shelling attacks do not crit, which means the higher your attack can be, the more damage you will do. The decorations we have goes as follows. We have an Artillery Jewel 3. This is important and is the must. You always need this on Gunlance. It is going to increase your Wyvern firing speed, and it's going to increase the shelling amount of damage you do. Then we have the Magazine. Magazine is insane because it's going to give you one additional shell, and it's going to make reloading even faster. Followed by the attack, and then one level of guard. And this is just because the weapon naturally has 2 guards, so we might as well fill it out with our final level 1 slot. We have 2 pieces of Divine Protection, and this is to go ahead and max it out. Since we're using the Omega gear, we get 1 piece. This gives us 3. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 levels of defense boost. And that is because when you're playing, especially Gunlance, Lance, even Chargeblade to some degree, you're actively getting hit more. You're trying to use your shield instead of trying to use the roll button, and if you're on Lance or Gunlance, you don't even get a roll button, you just get a side hop. So you want to make sure that you've got decent defense to just prevent not getting one shot. Okay. You have 1 shockproof jewel, and then down here in our charm we have our attack jewel. On top of that, we have 1 level of chain, thanks to for burst. We have 1 furrer, 2 furrer, and this is to max out our resentment, followed by 1, 2 challenger jewels. Overall, your skills are going to look like this. Attack boost 5, artillery 3, guard 3, load shells 2, defense boost 6 if you have 2 additional slots down here in your charm. If you don't, you mainly just need the attack boost. Aim for the attack boost, upgrade your defense as you go, okay? Resentment 5, burst 5 because burst is insane on Gunlance. Agitator, divine blessing, quick sheath, item prolonger thanks to my charm, which is fine. Partbreaker, which is a nice addition, I will not lie. Partbreaker on Gunlance because Gunlance doesn't suffer from hit zones. You just, all of your shelling attacks do the same amount of damage. They do flat amounts. So Partbreaker is actually really nice to just kind of oomph it a little bit to help break some things. And Shock Absorber, just because I've been playing with a lot of my friends, and one of them uses dual blades. Yes, I'm calling you out. I don't even know if you watch my videos anymore, to be honest. Anyways, here we go. We're out here at the training dummy. We naturally, not even just with a food buff, okay? Actually, what food buff do we have? I think it's Sild that we got. Yeah, it's tilt because Moxie Myth. So we have 282 just raw attack. If we were to come over here, go to our good old buddy Luke, trading settings, we're going to go ahead and activate Agitator. Agitator is now rocking. We have 298 raw attack. Okay. Now let's go ahead and get hit. We now have Resentment active. Resentment active is going to put us at 323. But we also get burst. So let me go ahead and do the combo. 341 raw attack. Now, if you've watched some of my other build videos in the last 2 weeks, you know that 341 is not the highest raw that you can get to. You are able to get even higher with Hunting Horn. But I will say this. Hunting Horn versus this, I have one real big distinction. Hunting Horn still needs to crit. Gunlance does not. And what I mean by that is we're going to go ahead and fire this Wyvern Fire. 220 damage, okay? 220 damage with our Wyvern Fire artillery. What we're going to do is we are going to go back into my box, and we are going to use the Tank Gunlance build that I just created, I don't know, 2-3 weeks ago, specifically for Omega. And this is definitely more of a defense engineered build, but as far as the attack boosts go, we're not using critical boost because it doesn't matter on Gunlance. So we're going to go ahead and do a full combo again. Rising Slash, into the overhead, into the wide sweep, Wormstake Full Blast, and our final shot. 169. There is quite literally a 50 damage per Wyvern Fire shot difference between a standard tank or standard Gunlance build versus the updated meta one that goes crazy. You'll notice I have less defense on this one, but I have the recovery speed, I have the stamina surge, quick sheath. I have pretty much all the same perks, minus load shells and the attack boost. However, the combination of skills that this new Udra and Omega armor have given is absolutely insane. You're able to get away with having ludicrous amounts of damage. Because on top of that, you have the Omega Resonance. Omega Resonance states when you've got it active and you've got the red circle. If nobody else is in that red circle, you also get an additional 10. Which is crazy. And you can see here, the only crit hits, the only weak hits we're getting are when it's actually our blade portion of the Gunlance hitting. You can see there, 121. But this Wormstake Full Blast, 26 damage. Naturally, I believe that does somewhere closer to 13. It's not a lot. And with this combination of skills, you are able to very easily get away with doing a lot. You can see here, we're doing 82 damage with shelling. Normally, I'm pretty sure this does somewhere around 65. And then we go to load up our Wyvern Fire. 211. We have 325 attack. 211 versus 165 is a sizable amount. It's almost like you're adding an entire another Wyvern Fire shot. It's crazy. I seriously recommend, if you guys are Gunlance players, you give this build a shot. It is wild, the amount of damage you can do, and it has pretty decent survivability thanks to the Divine Blessing attached to it and the level 6 defense boost. That being said, ladies and gentlemen, that is going to do it for today's video. Thank you all for coming and watching. Thank you all for hanging out. Don't forget to like, don't forget to comment, don't forget to subscribe. I'll see all of you in the next one. Farewell.